How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all having a fantastic and wonderful day. We're going to be jumping right back here into some more Hardcore Project Infinity. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Alright. So, in the last stream, we managed to make quite a few of our different... what tier is this? 4 or something? Tier 4 seeds. Tier 4 seeds. So now we're just moving on to the next ones. We also set up these crafters. We set up this crafter. This is the one actually making the seeds. What else did we do? We did a little bit of blood magic. We got a beacon going on here, giving us regen and resistance. I believe that was just about it. I do need a drawer for the osmium. There, that way all that stuff can get caught up. Alright, let's go ahead and see what our next seed is. We want craftable only lumium. So we're somehow missing silver. What? Silver must have been used in another recipe. Silver must have been used in another recipe. Okay, we also need some raw tin. Okay. There we go. Start and start. Easy. Now, I'm just curious. Right. I was like, why haven't we done that yet? That's why. No. 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 We did upgrade our alloy smelter here to get it going a lot faster. We also did upgrade this guy with an octadic capacitor. Doom. Dome. 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 Alright, so then once we receive all of this goodness, we just bring it on down. Pop those 4 there. Those 4 there. Silver seed. Doom. That was supposed to be there. Okay. 10 seed. Lumium seed. Once the seed gets crafted, we just come in here, find it, pull it, convert it back to a blank pattern, and we go on to the next one. Electrum. I need another silver seed. No. 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 Okay, we just need some silver and gold. Okay. Electrum, start and start. Doom. Doom. Mr. Dad, how's it going? Yeah. Yeah, I did. How's it going? $3 million followers and you banned his minion. Yes, I did. Dome. 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 Nice. This wants us to make a gold seed first. That's fine. I can do that. So we're gonna inverse the recipe. No. Do. There we go. Do. Glad you're doing good. Do. 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 Electrum seed completed. That's end. That's Electrum. One of these times I'm gonna grab the wrong pattern and clear it, and then I'm gonna be completely lost and like, what seed am I missing? Uranium. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, bottom, boom. Dome. Do. Boom. Dome. Dome. Stored. Back to craftable. SDJ, welcome. Congrats on your exams. Dome. Dome. Do. Oh, the other thing I made in the last stream was the sleep charm. Warbs off the effects of insomnia. Mustache is here to stay. Yelp. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. In seed. Make me damn. Boom. 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 Refined glowstone. It's probably going to require a gold seed. If I had to guess. Nope. It does not. Is that all? Where is that being processed? It's not yet. There it goes. Yeah, where is that being processed? Down here. Where? Where is that? Here? A combiner? I don't know. Is it done? It's done. Okay. Guess it doesn't matter. Dome. Dome. Okay, refined glow seed. Done. Boop, boop. Refined glow seed. Yep. Shorthanded that. Experience seed. Do 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 do. Bum bum. Bum bum. Ba-da-da-da. Do 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 do. You finished school, now what? Take a rest and then figure out what your next step is. Do you just start talking about grass in business meetings? Yeah, for sure. Now, because the wife is going to be gone for a couple days, I'm considering doing something odd. So tomorrow, I'm planning on... So basically tonight, after tonight's stream, I'm going to stay up late, do a few days of my coursework to get me caught up ahead, so I don't have to worry about that tomorrow, right? And then I'm considering doing an extra long live stream, sticking with gaming in the morning for the 3 hours like normal, and then doing an AI based live stream afterwards, where it's basically going to be me migrating from OpenClaw over into Hermes, and then doing some testing and stuff like that. Obviously, my body dictating what's gonna happen, depending on how I feel. But it's something I'm considering. So, bottom. Yeah, it'd be tomorrow morning. Yeah. Doodle. 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 Nickel seed done. I'm gonna leave that one in there for now. I don't know if any other things need it. So yeah, basically it would be in the next stream, right? Doing the normal gaming stream in the at the same time, and then basically instead of ending it, switching over to the break screen. While I go and take care of the dogs and all that. Coming back, sitting down, and digging into the transition over from one AI framework to another. Okay, this looks ready. No, I don't even know who that is. Fluix, that's gonna be an awesome seed to get. Been live for 44 hours, but that's because of quickly ending, then instantly restarting. Basically, he's been live for almost a week. People keep donating to him while he sleeps. Does it wake him up? Does he have like the songs playing loud or something? The sounds playing loud to wake him up? I can see people wanting to get behind that. Ah, they just donate. Yeah, I've thought about like doing a 24-hour or something like that. I just don't think for me, I don't think we're big enough for that to make it, you know, matter, basically. 365 people watching, moderate his chat, got you. The Iron Seed. So close. Hold on. No, that was a tier 3 seed. We should have... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong tier. Duh. So it's a tier 3. No. What? At least 20 average. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, there's iron right there. So we should have... Why are they all the way over there? That's weird. Don't really know how that happened, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, now we just need nickel. Dotem. Dome. Dome. Oh yeah, see here, we need to make a nickel seed first. So it's a good thing I did not get rid of that pattern. Dome, dome, dome. Oh, maybe not. No, I think so. Maybe not. Surely. No, I think we do. We have to. I guess just waiting on all the Invar before it spits out what I need for the nickel seed. Just waiting on its microcrafts to get done. There it is, nickel seed. Doom. Dome. Dome. Invar seed. Dark steel. Need another iron seed. Do do do. Do 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 do. I guess we're making a steel seed, which is probably also maybe not. Yeah. So we gotta make the steel seed first. So we're gonna end up with 2 steel, or crafting 2 steel seeds at the end. Do 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 dum. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Dum 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 dum. Dum dum. Okay. Doom. Here comes the steel seed. Doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Still crafting up the dark steel. Good thing we upgrade this to Octadic. Because otherwise, we would have been waiting a long time. Doom, 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 doom. Our drives are clearing up. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. They don't look that clear from here. A mint hot chocolate. That sounds lovely. And I am jealous. Favorite ice cream flavor is mint chocolate chip. Doom, 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 doom. So I need coal seed, iron seed. We're finally out of prosperity shards. Finally out of prosperity shards. You miss winter when it's cold. You can drink like 5 a day. Nobody asks a question. With ice cream, I always pick new flavors because you can't remember which ones I like, and they all look so good. Oh, well. Coal, iron. Yeah, now we just need to eat prosperity. Yeah, for me, so what I would consider, okay, what I would consider normal flavors of ice cream, you can't really find here. You can, but not in the wide variety. They have a lot of unique twists on things here, I guess I want to say. Like, for instance, a cookie dough ice cream. They put cashews in it. So it'll be like a chocolate chip cookie dough with cashews. Why are we putting the cashews in it? What's the reason? Dome, 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 dome. Right, right. Dome, da da da. That wasn't the first time that's happened to me. That's why I caught it so quick. I've never had Dubai chocolate. Never had it. Boom. Dome. It's really nice to just 5 times the price of chocolate. So chocolate grows naturally here. So there's a lot of natural chocolate here. Specifically, there's a chocolate here called Toblea, which is essentially just baker's chocolate, right? It's just pure cocoa in a disc, and then you add your own sugar and milk or whatever to it. And it's very popular here. I'm gonna have to turn the coal production off. The Botania thing. Oh, it finally let me do it. Nice. Just spam it enough. Dome. 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 Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. And then eventually what I'll have to do here is any ingot recipe that has an essence tied to it, I'm going to have to change my recipes around to where it's using the essence for that to craft it, basically. Dome. 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 Do 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 dome. Okay, here's our real steel seed. Dome. Do 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 do. Okay, now I should be able to. I don't think anything else is going to require steel that I can see, so I can pull that. Let me double check the nickel as well. You've tried pure chocolate and it's just not nice? Yeah, it's an acquired taste. It's kind of fruity, you know? Do 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 do. So this requires nickel seed. Do 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 do. Okay, we have one more that requires nickel seed, and that's going to be Constantine. Let's do that one next. Need more nickel and copper. No, it's cheap here because it grows naturally. It grows naturally. Do, do, do. There we go. If you ever come to England and need a gift for someone, get that then. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's cheap. I find it in households a lot here. Toblea. Cost Cebu. Do. Toblea is around 2 USD to conversion 5. Yeah, around $2 to $5. Do, 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 Yeah. No, I'm basically from here, right? So I have a lot of family members and stuff here. And I mean, you know, you go to their houses. I know you know what I mean, but now you make me offend myself. Okay, Constantine is done. And I think that means we can finally pull our nickel seed. Do do do. Yes, we can finally pull the nickel seed. Do do do. Also, we should go ahead and make the gold seed. Do do. Then we can pull it as well, and then we just have the specialty seeds. Blocks of sapphire. I didn't even know I was making that seed. Luckily, it looks like we have enough, but I didn't even know I was making that. I never planned for it. Do, 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 do. Doom, doom. Do do do. Okay, gold. Do do do. Nine more seeds to go. Do do do. Do do. The something is using the wrong recipe. Do 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 do. Do do do. It's got to be the flux infused. This has to be using the wrong. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, nice. There we go. Dome, dome, do, do, dome. What else new is going on in your guys' lives? Anything exciting? All this talk about ice cream really makes me want ice cream. I don't have any ice cream. Chinese or an Indian? I'm assuming you mean food, not people. Do, do, do. Yeah, food. I had Chinese food for lunch. My wife went to her pickleball match and then afterwards stopped and grabbed some food on the way back. I had eaten 2 sandwiches after my morning stream, and I was laying down, resting my back, and then she calls me. She's like, "Hey, I have food," and I didn't say anything. I was like, "Oh, okay." So then I went down there, and then I ate it. It was fine. It was a new restaurant that neither one of us had tried. And then once I got done eating, I was like, "Oh, I am so full because I had 2 sandwiches before before this." Do do do. Do do do. Do. Flux infused. Do. Let's try fiery. Says we can do it. Says we can do it. Do do do. Do do do. There it is. Do do do. Dome. What's next? Elementium. I feel like we're gonna run out of prosperity again before the end of this. Do. Do do Elementium. Cobalt. What did I say? And Imperium. Holy crap. Dome, dome, dome. Bottom, bottom. Do 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 do. Doo-dum, doo-doo-dum. Surely, after all this, we'll have enough. Do-do-do-dum, do-do-dum. I think we get Imperium from this as well, actually. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Cobalt. Do-dum, 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 do-dum. Do-dum, do-do-dum. Cobalt's done. And now we're out of Imperium. We're not collecting Imperium either. And you cannot see the recipes for it either, apparently. See, yep. I would assume the fortune impacts this. Do 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 dum do do dum. Let's see, we have 800. If I break one, yeah. Definitely seems like, yeah. Oh yeah. Fortune impacts this. For sure. Do-dum, do-do-dum. Alright, now go back to seed. Compressed iron. Do 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 do. Do do do. Dum dum. Okay, so it's saying we need about 512 per one. How many seeds do we have left? So we need about 2,000 Inferium total. We have 500. No, we need about 1,000 per. So we need about 4,000. Okay. Kawang, how's it going? Welcome back. Welcome back. Dum dum. Doom. Doom. Yeah, it's not working. If I look at Deep Slate, doom, doom, doom. Didn't know you could find Peridot here, and I set up a whole freaking miner for it. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Nice. There's some more Imperium finally. I guess after we get these last tier 4 seeds done, we're gonna take a break on the seed crafting so we can build up our Imperium again. Oops. Dome. Dome, do, do, dome. That should be enough for another seed. Dome. But we're gonna, yeah, that's gonna take a little bit. It's gotta do alloying and whatnot. Using these guys. These guys are not fast. What is this? Lapis dust. Doodle. I don't know if there's a max on that. Doom, doom, doom. Grows quadratically with speed. Do. Okay, we also need to set up an energy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Do dum do dum. Do dum do dum. Okay, now this one machine is using 1,000 RF per tick, but it's going at a decent rate. Do dum. Doom, 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 doom. Now, not exactly sure how that ended up in the wrong spot, but whatever. Do, 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 do. It's waiting on ferroboron. Steel and boron. Do. How many is it waiting on? 8. Do. Do, do. Do do do. All of a sudden, this actually started making the thing. So if I hit cancel, try that again. Do do do. There it goes. What is this recipe? I think the restock messed something up here. Do. Do, do, do. Titanium seed. That's what I was after. Okay. Supposedly you can make this. Okay. Alright, while this is crafting, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. Feel free to grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. I'll be right on back. Alright, folks, let's get back in here. Do 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 do. Oh, that's the first time that's happened. Not the first, actually. Now that I think about it. Nice. Alright, so we're going to need a ruby and sapphire. Oh, apparently we already have the blocks for that, so that's fine. Let's get the mob farm turned back on. Dodo. 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 Ah, there is a bunch of snow blocking. Dodo, 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 dodo. Dodo, dodo. 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 Dodo, dodo. Dodo. Okay, let me get glass. And a slab. Dodo. 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 Dodo, dodo. Do. Do, do. That should, hopefully, generate us some more Inferium as well. There we go. We'll go off in a different direction this time. Strife, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. You're so tired? Have you been running around like a chicken with your head cut off? Doing hours at work, the only free time you've had all week. I got you. I get it. Totally understand. What's our Imperium looking like now? Not quite enough. Just a little bit more. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure your paycheck's gonna be looking nice. Putting all those hours in. No. My week's been good. Trying to think. Anything big has happened. Mostly streaming. I didn't post. Oops. Oh, that's right. I didn't post it in the Discord because I didn't think people would care. But in my coursework, I learned of a protocol that essentially allows me to see all the sensors on all my networking equipment. And I basically set that all up. I didn't mean to do that. Now we're gonna have a hole here. And our system's full. I set that all up. And got it working. All encrypted and everything. Systems full up. So it essentially allows me to see different stats, right, from each device. So, for instance, on my main core switch, my links going out to the internet and up to this switch and the Wi-Fi port, I can literally watch how much data and speed throughput is happening on each port. For example, I can also see the CPU usage, the temperature, the fan speed, all that good stuff. On this switch is a newer switch and it uses a different firmware. So I'm still figuring it out, but right now I have the main port going to the core switch. I have it set to where I can see the speed, CPU usage, and I do not have temp because there's certain sensors that you have to use certain different codes and stuff for, and I haven't figured that part out yet. And then I also have my Wi-Fi controller to where I can see all my access points that are connected to my network, and then I can see how many clients and all that stuff. So it's basically just a way of getting all your data on one screen, basically, for troubleshooting and all that stuff. Doodle, 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 doodle. And there were two ways to set it up. I chose option 2. The first way to set it up was basically, you're really interested in all that stuff. You want to learn it. That's why you're starting your auto electrician course. So all I do is computers and wiring cars. Yeah. Yep. There was basically two ways to set it up. One way is encrypted and one way is not. I chose to set it up the encrypted way. It's a little bit more legwork and setting passwords and keys and stuff like that. But basically it privatizes the traffic going back and forth from the server and the devices to where if somebody else is on the network, they can't just see that traffic and that information. How much space I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doo-doom, doo-doo-doom, doo-doom. How much progress have I made on the Minecraft? We are up into the tier 4 seeds. I have 2 more tier 4 seeds left. We're running out of Inferium. I had to turn the mob farm back on. Let's see. This week I also ran through this dungeon here completely and managed to finish it without dying. Krampus spawned in at one point and stole my sword and pickaxe because if you didn't know, so the Krampus in this pack, basically as you're killing things, your naughtiness value goes up and eventually Krampus will spawn. If you don't know who Krampus is, basically he's the anti-Santa of Christmas, right? And rather than giving presents, he steals things. Well, the Krampus in this pack, for some reason, is immune to range damage, so you can only melee damage him. And so I was meleeing him, and when you're within melee range, he can steal your stuff. So he stole my sword, then he stole my pickaxe, and then I had to go up above him, and basically I was hitting him with my fist. I was kiting him and hitting him with my fist, because I was like, if I don't use my fist, he's just gonna steal whatever I got. Well, I found an area where basically he was below me, and I was above him. And then I grabbed my spare pickaxe and managed to hit him with the spare pickaxe a few times. And then when I defeated him, he gave me my stuff back. So that was annoying to deal with. We've done some blood magic. We've set up a simple beacon for regen and resistance to go with the blood magic. I have the instance altar here to quickly drain my life force with one swipe instead of tick 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 the damage. I have runes of self-sacrifice and speed runes. I've set up I had to set up this and this. The idea was I was making one of the seeds dark steel. I was making dark steel, and it wasn't the seed I was making. I was trying to make this so we can make the seeds, the next tier of seeds. And there's 2 recipes for this. It's not dark steel. It's not dark steel. It's black iron. It's black iron. There's 2 recipes for black iron. There's this recipe, which is what I thought I was going to do at first. And then I realized the amount of work, the manual effort that it would have taken to do this. It would have taken a long time. So I opted to go for this recipe, which means I had to set up the HDPE, which is all of this little thing here going here. This is just to make HDPE. Doom, doom, doom. Looks like our ethylene got backed up, so it's not making it anymore. But, yeah. Had to make the HDPE so that way I could do this recipe. And then we had to do the blood magic so I could get this thing going. Basically, you can take compressed stone with a tier 2 altar and get that. Yeah, and then we're just about through the last of our seeds. At least the tier 4 seeds. And then we'll have to set them up down here, get spare seeds, all that stuff. And then I turned off the seed reprocessor here because we needed some of these lower tier seeds for the next tier of seeds. So I just turned off the auto reprocessor. I put void upgrades in here. Yeah. For some reason, we're not getting honey seeds, and I have not looked into why that is. Because we don't have a drawer up top for honey, if I had to guess. Or if we do, it's somehow not linked. Huh. I don't know. Okay, we gotta go back in there and figure that one out. What do the seeds do? Each seed basically allows you to take the essence from that seed. Oh, we're missing rubber as well. Somehow we're missing 2 pipes there. That's what's happening. It allows you to take each seed and make the item that seed essence entails. So for instance, for iron, you can use iron essence and do a craft with that instead of having to smelt iron and all that. Alright, that should have brought these back online. Way easier, yeah. That reminds me, do you know how much about, like, storage for your PC? What do you mean by storage for your PC? Do you mean your actual PC? Just gotta clear up the backlog. Do 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 do. Yeah, SSD and M.2. Yeah, what about it? What is your question? Do 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 do. Let's do Ruby. Doom doo doo doom doom. Doo doom. Not exactly sure why you have a barrel in here. Pretty sure this should have been generating us Inferium. PC is completely full, and your PC is slowed way down, and one of my drives is failing. I was wondering if you could give me some tips on how to set up your storage devices better. You have to go get 2 drives. So I'm assuming you have what, 1 M.2 and 1 SSD. And if you're getting 2 drives tomorrow, good luck. Storage prices have gone through the roof due to the AI data center stuff going on. You have 1 M.2 and 1 SSD. You're gonna get another M.2 and a new SSD. So you're gonna add in a second M.2, and you're going to renew your SSD. Okay. It kind of depends on your motherboard and what it can handle. For the M.2, like for instance, you need to look at your motherboard, look at your M.2 slots, and see what generation they are. And basically, I'm pretty sure you need to. Well, you don't need to, but I'm pretty sure it's better to, like for instance, if your motherboard can only handle a Generation 3 M.2, then you're kind of limited on Generation 3s because you're not going to get the speed increase because your carrier signals are limited to 3 speeds. So there's no sense getting a 4 if your motherboard can't handle it. But essentially your generations of M.2s, the newer they got, the faster they can read and write. As far as your SSD, I'm assuming it's SATA. And then you're kind of limited on your speed due to your SATA as well. Your SATA version. So for instance, I have a SATA SSD and an M.2. I have a 1TB M.2 and a 4TB SSD. The health wise, they're fine, but my M.2 is getting full because my Minecraft packs and stuff, I need to go through and basically delete the old Minecraft packs. I think that's what's causing it to fill up. This is our last tier 4 seed coming in right now. Boom. Boom. All right. So now if I go to seed, let's go ag. No. Okay, there we go. Gosh. There we go. You have to go through and check. But you have a 1 terabyte M.2 that only has your games and a couple other things on there, and that's basically full. And your SSD is full of photos completely, and that's 1 terabyte too. My storage is really lacking. Yeah, I will just warn you because I mean I said it right, but because of the RAM shortage and everything, prices are absolutely through the roof. For example, my 4 terabyte drive. When I was doing my PC upgrade, I considered getting a new 4 terabyte drive and, you know, expanding my storage. When I bought this one, it was about $200 to $300. Now it's $1,000. Yes. Tier 4 is now complete. One of these is a Terra Steel seed, isn't it? I thought we... Or is that tier 5? Okay, tier 5 is Terra Steel. Tier 5 is all the... Draconium... Diamond, yeah, Diamond, Terra Steel, Draconium, Ignition. Here's all the Modium, Unobtainium, Dark Metal, Nether Star, Dragon Egg, Neutronium, Awakened, Gaia, Nitro, and Plutonium. $200 Australian at the moment for a 1 terabyte. Yeah, I think it's just because. Let me look. It also depends on. Yeah, here I'm seeing about anywhere from 100 US to 300 US. With yeah, 1 terabyte. If we look at the 4 terabyte drive price. Yeah, 4 terabyte drive price is anywhere from $300 up to over $1,000. Right now, the Samsung 990 4TB M.2 is around 1,000. Let me look at SATA drives. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Boom boom. While slower than NVMe, SATA drives remain the standard choice for older laptops, desktop mass storage, and legacy PC upgrades. It's showing $2,000. $2,000 for a Samsung 870 SATA drive. Yeah. It's random online stores. I'm looking at various stores and just kind of giving you a generalization on the prices. Okay, I think it's time we go and get these seats set up. How many do we have? So this is 12 wide, 36 seeds. 36 seeds. Yeah, I don't know why, but according to this, it's showing that SATA SSDs are more expensive than the M.2s. I don't know why that would be. Hmm. 36. Clay and diamonds. We should be able to have a recipe for clay. Dirt and water. I don't know if I have both of those. I do. So I might as well be setting that recipe. You get more room on your PC and allocate everything properly, it should help. Yeah, more than likely. More than likely. Unless you have something else dying. Doodle. I don't have... Oh, okay, I need to do... Doodle. Just so you can justify speedy 500 plus. Yeah. Spending, yeah. Spending 500 plus. And people who I've talked to about building PCs in the past think I'm crazy. I've always found getting more storage than I need at the time best practice. Another example. I put it in the old machine. I forgot. I have a 4 terabyte hard disk drive still. It's in my old PC. Because when I pulled these, I installed it back into the old PC. Because at the time, I thought I was going to need to do the split PC streaming. And the new PC is more powerful enough than I need. Eventually, I would still like to do a split PC build, but just so the stream and everything is being handled by one machine, and then the game and then AI is handled on my main machine. That's the future eventually planned, but a capture card is like $500 right now. So, yeah, that ain't gonna be for a while. But I was gonna hold up the hard disk drive. That's what I was looking around for. How far are we from? This might be good to do. Yeah, capture cards are insane right now. This might not be bad to do. I think we can afford it power-wise, but then we could like set custom dimlets to where, like for instance, a diamond dimension, and I go mine a bunch of diamonds. But it's kind of moot right now. Doom, doom, doom. Also, I can't remember. Did I ever try a... flicker here? Doo-doo. If you mean this one. A little ways away. I still have no idea why these fake players don't work. He's gonna have the first singularity and you're still here at the start. No worries. No, no. I've just been working on seeds to automate resources. Let me do a test. Let's try a block placer. Hold on. What direction? North? Just doesn't work. Thank God it's Friday. Yeah, tomorrow morning after the game stream, I'm gonna try to, so basically I'm gonna do my 3-hour morning stream in the morning. Let the dogs out, probably eat a sandwich or something. I'll just bring the sandwich in here. And then I'm gonna go directly from the gaming stream into probably an AI conversion stream where I'm converting from one of my AIs over into a different one. Basically switching over from OpenClaw over to Hermes. And I kind of want to do a stream talking about that. Just because my wife's out on a trip, so we might as well take advantage of the free time. When will I do that? So tomorrow morning will be my normal stream time from 8 to 11. I'm going to let the dogs out, bring in a sandwich, eat it, and then we'll switch over to the AI stuff. Doom, doom. You might be working. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if it's actually going to happen or not. It's going to depend on my back and my body. Doom, doom. Yes. It's basically from my knees up to my neck. Boom, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Only the hip, yeah. Yeah. Basically, so I have arthritis in my spine up to my neck, and degenerative disc disease in my spine. And the muscles are compensating for a lack of hardened structure, basically, is what's happening. So, on top of the pain from the arthritis, I also end up with muscle pain. Basically, the best way for me to describe it is if you've ever been Charlie horsed, or dead-legged, I think is the common term for it, or the current term for it, dead-legged. It's like that feeling, but going from my knees up to my neck. Doom, 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 doom. Alright, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break here while we're waiting on that gravel to process. I'll be right back. Alright, let's get back in here. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Need a few more diamonds. So we can get enough botany pots for our tier 4 seeds. Boom, bottom, boom, bottom. No. Doodum. Boom, bottom, boom, boom. Doodum, doodum. And then yeah, tier 5. We might go into the Insanium route. We're gonna need a lot of Imperium Essence for it. But it would allow us to get a Diamond Seed, so we wouldn't have to do this anymore. Which sounds really nice. We can actually, for the most part, go through our whole system and empty out any ores that we have seeds for, basically. And that's going to free up a lot of space, basically. Do-dum, do-dum. It would also allow us to free up a lot of recipes as well. Alright, let's see. Do we have enough diamonds for 36? Yes, we do now. Let's go. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Crap. I just realized we need one more botany pot for our Enderman seeds so we can auto craft Ender Pearls as well. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Dum, 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 dum. Boom, boom. Ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum. Do-do-do-dum, do-dum. Do-do-do-dum, do-dum. Do-dum, do-dum. Dum, 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 dum. Ba-dum, da-dum, ba-dum. Nice, we do have the resources to make one more. Farmland. I doubt we have... I doubt we have enough to get... Well, I didn't have a recipe for it. Let me get, Dome. Yes. Dang it. I knew that was gonna be a problem. Okay. There's no way I have 1,000 in here. 200. Let me go in here. Oops. Yeah, that's not gonna... It's just nothing. Okay. Well. Do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do. I feel like this is the wrong side, but it may not be. Do-do-do. Do-do. I can't be bothered anymore. This is getting annoying. Let me just go off this way. Let me check that. I don't know who messaged me. Okay, can I get 36? Need 700 more. Which is actually only 500. Oops. Alright, where we at? 600. It's only one. No. We have 300 right now. So 300. Do. 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 Okay, that should be close enough. Do. Ooh, very close. Very close. $26. We're 26 away. I think we should get it from Instone as well. There it is. Nice. Just gotta wait on all the crafting. then I make the wrong tier. It's actually the wrong tier of soil. I'm pretty sure it's the correct one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Nice. There's my Enderman seed. I was like, I knew I had no one. Okay, so the way we want to do this is use our packing tape. Move the whole thing over here. There we are. And then we're going to need some logistical transporters. I'm also going to need drawers. 37 drawers. Do 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 do. Okay, and then I'm going to want to oh. Yeah, that's not gonna work because you gotta atom burst. Okay. Drive. No worries. Crap. Crap. It's gonna be a horrible drive to get your drive. Okay. let me go ahead and lock these one by one since it makes a mess otherwise. Okay, everything's locked. And then I'm gonna have to flip this for a second. Put it back down. Okay, now everything's going back up. It's like an hour and 30-minute drive, no tolls. Well, at least there's no tolls. And I actually enjoy that kind of a drive, except for with my back stuff. Nowadays, I have to pull over like every 30 minutes to stretch. Because cars are rough. Vehicles are rough on me. Okay, I'm just gonna take every seed, one at a time. Pop them in here. I'll show you in traffic. Oh, so I'm from an area, back in the US that it's wide open highway, right? So yeah, I guess if you were in traffic, it would be a lot worse. But I do understand, here in the city, traffic absolutely sucks. It can take you 30 minutes to go a couple of blocks here. Whereas our where our families are from, it's more rural area, so you can get places pretty fast. Okay, so we have all of those in there. Let me just turn pickup to system off. You have to be careful inside compact machines though, because things can phase through the floor. And the walls. And then it's basically like they just got thrown to the void. Okay. We have all our seats. Good. We didn't lose anything. The filter is set. The filter is set. Everything's doing fine. good. The tricky part here, essentially what I'm going to want to do is put these down. Because what we want to do... Milan? All you said was them. So, I don't know what you mean. We want to set the filters up in our overworld for all the essences. Before we actually get this fully hooked up to the system. You can't hear me? I don't think anybody else is having audio issues. So it's probably on your end. Yep, over on Twitch, they can hear me just fine. I like how I'm talking. If the person can't hear me, and I'm talking, and I'm telling them stuff, then... how's that gonna go? No. Alright. Essence. Dodo. Can I silence the music? Yeah. Boom. Is it better now? Are you happy? Hearing my sultry voice whisper in your ear? Would you like me to be in your left ear? Or both? Gave myself chills. Laggy boy says, I'm scared. Doom, 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 boom, boom, bottom, boom. Am I doing what on purpose? I'm doing nothing on purpose. Nothing is happening. You are trolling me. I don't like it. Do do do. Do do. Do do. Doom, doom, doom. Beautiful. Okay, so now do that. That. I've already forgotten number. 3 lines of 12 is 36, 37. More drawers. Dome. 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 Your PC's making you angry because it's so slow. I've been there. I have been there. Laggy, how's it going, by the way? Boom. You're back and you can hear me fine now. That's good. That's good. You missed my sultry performance of going in the left ear, going back in the middle. Just get reminded that you'll be starting Crawler soon. Need to lock in. Lock it in. Yes, for sure. Enjoy your time at college, but make sure that you are, for sure, as you put it, locking in. I don't like that because it makes my ears scratchy. The left and right channel. There we start. Do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Okay, that looks good there. Do, do, do. I do this smart. Okay. And then okay, and then no accidental inputs happened. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Do-dum. Okay, now we're going to need quite a few of these. Give me 20. Okay, I can't be bothered. Give me coal. Do-dum, do-dum, do. Diamonds! It's always something. Dome. Do-dum, do-dum. Do-dum, do-dum. Dome, dome, dome. What am I doing? I am working on setting up our tier 4 mystical agriculture seeds into our automated system, where we're holding our essences, and then I'm going to be converting everything over into, eventually when we get them all done, I'm going to be converting all of our recipes over into using the mystical ag essence. Dum, dum, dum. I don't want to put anything around that. Okay. Dum, dum, dum. Dodo. 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 Alright, now just want to decide how I want to start this. We'll start on the opposite end. Dodo. Can I do this like this? Yeah. Dodo. 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 Do. Not exactly sure how this happened, but that's fine. Nice. Okay, so now oh, that's annoying. But I don't think silk touch. Silk touch. Whew, good thing I have a silk touch pick because otherwise I would have had to make another farmland. Doodle. Something's wrong. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our system grabbed one, I guess. Okay. There we go. And then, okay, so all of our filters are set here. All of our filters are set on the outside. So all we gotta do now is throw the seeds in. Alrighty, and that is tier 4 done. Done and sorted. I was gonna say, everything should be growing. Is Elementium having problems, or are we having a throughput issue with our pipe? It might actually be a throughput issue with the pipe. But it might catch up. We'll see. If this doesn't work out, we can always switch over to the Kirby pipes that can transport like 2,000 items a second. Shouldn't change anything. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't change anything. Because our filters are already set, right? So, like, it should be fine. It just means we'd have to craft them up and change the piping. But now, we should... Freaking eggs, man. We should see... Let's type in essence, and I look at the low numbers. Okay, the low numbers are slowly going back up. Okay, now, we need void upgrades, and the total number is 37 times 2. Which ends up being 74. Because we do not want an overload backing up into our system, basically. Well, what it is, like, these won't go into our system. The essences won't. it'll prevent the essences from being imported into the drawer, and then it blocks up the internal system. Do. Do, 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 do. Nice. Okay, so now everything is set up properly. If we get any overflow, it should automatically get voided. We'll have to check on this and see if anything gets too back. Yeah, it looks like all of these are getting backed up, unfortunately. Just because this logistical transporter can't handle the throughput. But we'll sort that out in the morning. For now, that's going to do it for tonight's stream. I hope you guys did enjoy. Tier 4 is officially in the bag. And tomorrow, we'll be looking at changing out those pipes over to these ones here. The medium item pipe. I will have to set recipes for that, but this can handle 2,000 items per second. It's very similar to what we did here. We changed this out for a medium because we were getting a throughput issue here. But yeah, this is gonna do it for tonight. I hope you guys did enjoy. Tomorrow will be, like I said, the plan is to do a long stream tomorrow where we're doing a little bit more of this in the morning for about 3 hours. Going on a break so I can let the dogs out, bring in a sandwich, eat the sandwich, and then moving over to AI work where I'm going to be transitioning OpenClaw over to Hermes. And if there's time, depending on how long that takes, it's supposed to have an integrated system built in to be able to do that, so hopefully it doesn't take that long. But if it does, for whatever reason, or if it goes fast, I have some other ideas too. We'll talk about it on the stream tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and call it there for tonight. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you're subscribed over on YouTube and following over on Twitch. And I'll see you guys all next time.